Have you ever noticed how someone can dominate a room without saying very much at all? They don't interrupt, they don't announce themselves, yet conversations subtly orbit around them. How dominance is communicated without words has less to do with control and more to do with signal alignment. In social environments, hierarchy is often inferred before content carries weight. The way someone stands, the pace at which they move, the steadiness of their gaze, these signals transmit positioning before any argument is made. Dominance without words is rarely aggressive, it is economical. When a person enters a space without scanning for approval, the absence of visible evaluation communicates self-sufficiency. When posture remains open under mild scrutiny, the signal suggests internal stability. When movements are deliberate rather than reactive, attention gravitates naturally. What you feel internally during subtle evaluation often shapes your external presence. A quick glance to check reactions, a slight adjustment in tone, a premature smile. These micro-corrections signal sensitivity to feedback. Dominant signals, by contrast, minimize visible correction. Often this is not intentional performance, it is coherence. The person whose gestures, breathing and pacing align appears less fragmented. Fragmentation lowers perceived certainty. Certainty increases positional weight. Notice how space behaves around stillness. Interruptions shorten. Others hesitate slightly before overlapping speech. Eye contact holds longer. These adjustments are not commanded, they are responses to perceived stability. The mechanism behind this is perceived internal anchoring. When someone appears centered rather than externally reactive, the group assigns them quiet authority. Watch what happens when your movement slows slightly instead of accelerating under attention. When eye contact steadies instead of flickering. When silence after a statement is not immediately repaired. The dynamic subtly reorganizes. Dominance communicated without words is rarely about intimidation. It is about reduced volatility. Groups gravitate towards signals that feel structurally secure. And once you begin observing how micro-alignment influences positioning, hierarchy appears less mysterious. Authority often begins in what doesn't visibly adjust.